All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. Here at Altcoin Daily, you subscribe for our daily videos on everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. As you know, this whole year, we had been seeing Bitcoin form a fairly strong base around the $6,000 price point. And the other day, we broke through that. We broke below that. And since that point, many of you had been asking, and so today I want to share with you my thoughts and my strategy in the short term dealing with this prolonged bear market. Now, long term, game is the same, right? There are tons of reasons to think that Bitcoin will go up in value in the future. And we share with you those green flags all the time here on the channel. It's really just these next few months that we have to worry about, hopefully. And ever since this point, I see a lot of you commenting now, Bitcoin's dead, Bitcoin's going down, I told you it's going to fail. Okay, I don't think so. I think that's incorrect. I think we're just at a low point in a young market. And you know this, right? I mean, the market goes in cycles. Do I have to show you this again? Do I have to show you this picture here again? Okay, let's do it just for fun. The market goes in cycles. The market goes in waves. It goes up and down, up and down. And considering the most recent dip in an already low market, we may have finally found out where we are in the market cycle. Right here. Boom. Just before depression hits. What do you think? I think the market's going to go back up, and you can bet that in the future we're going to see more rallies and more corrections. And this recent dip, this is not something that I thought was going to happen. Our base at $6,000, to me, that seemed pretty solid. Plus, we're nearing the end of the year, right? A historically bullish time. But you know what? I accept it, and I'll take it. In fact, I'm going to use this to my advantage. And somebody commented this the other day. I wish I could remember to give them credit, but they said, cryptocurrency, it's the only market where when things go on sale, people don't buy. Anyways, let me show you what we might have to look forward to in the short-term future. Let me tell you what we're looking for. And just to reiterate real quick, whole year we'd been seeing a base at the $6,000 price point. The other day we broke below that, and for the moment we are consolidating just a hair under the $5,500 price point. And oftentimes, we'd see a bounce back, right? We'd see a bounce back, but we haven't seen that yet, so that's something to note. Plus, we still have relatively low volume. And you know what? I wasn't really worried about the low volume when we were above our $6,000 base. But now that we broke below the base, yeah, we could go lower. So let's look at the next levels of support if Bitcoin continues to fall. And actually, the next level of support is at the 5,500 range. And we saw Bitcoin holding that back in 2017 in October and November. And this is where we pretty much are right now. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. And if we break below that, we'll be looking at the 4,800 price range, which we saw back in 2017 in September, and then very briefly in October. And then after that, we're looking at 4,300, which we touched actually several times last year between August through October last year, 2017. And then below that, I guess we'll deal with it if and when it comes. Anyways, now let's take a look at the bigger picture, because TA, it only goes so far, right? Yes, this provides value, but it's only one part of the whole. It's just a factor. And we need to look at the overall market sentiment as well. So from a non-price point of view, from a fundamental point of view, guess what? we're in a way better position than we were 3 to 5 years ago. I mean, we're even in a better position than we were just a year ago. And it seems, I mean, based on stuff we report on all the time, it seems that we're going to continue to improve in the coming years. And I'm talking improvements in speed, in scalability, in infrastructure, in storing, receiving, sending, integration, and adoption in general. And it's just like how the internet made strides back in the day. Things will continue to progress. Hey, you think cryptocurrency is always going to be like it is today? I mean, you don't think these droves of people who are choosing to hire or take jobs in blockchain and crypto development aren't going to vastly improve the space within the next few years? Do me a favor. This is a challenge. Take a snapshot of crypto today, remember it, and get ready to chuckle with glee 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Hey, here's the thing. You wanted to be an early adopter. You recognized this potential cultural shift. You were excited to be at the forefront of a revolutionary game-changing technology. Hey, well, congratulations, you got your wish. But part of being involved at the beginning is this feeling of uncertainty that you feel right now. And a question I think I always hear, it always comes up when people start diving into Bitcoin is, hey, if Bitcoin is supposed to replace our monetary system, I mean, isn't the ownership of Bitcoin going to be unbalanced? I mean, how can we justify some random people who got in early owning huge amounts of Bitcoin and being worth a lot more? Well, I mean, it's this uncertainty that you feel right now. Imagine going through that for the last 10 years and still holding. I mean, more than that. Not just holding, doubling down and reinvesting. And with Bitcoin, yes, you have a system of wealth where people who took an enormous risk on a completely untested technology early on because they saw the vision that this technology created, yes, those people will become rich, most likely. It's not perfect, it just is what it is. But on the other hand, it's a much better basis for determining wealth than my grandfather killed a hell of a lot more people than your grandfather, which is pretty much the basis of wealth that we have in society today. That's Andreas Antonopoulos' quote, not mine. He's a smart man. But to end things, this breakout that we saw the other day, this was clearly manipulation. It didn't necessarily happen because TA people said it would. It happened because our market cap is so young that the whales can push it down for their benefit. And they might push it lower. Yes, it's very much possible. But these same whales who push Bitcoin lower, I think, are going to eventually push it higher. Is there anybody alive out there? Does anybody hear this? Is anybody with me? Is anybody listening? If you're truly in this for a long-term investment, sound off in the comments. Let me know I'm not alone in this way of thinking. If you have something, if I made a point that you disagree with or want to add to or something, please, we're all learning from each other in the comments. I'm no expert. Cryptocurrency enthusiast, made a little bit of money past couple years with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I plan to make a whole lot more. From what I see, this is a growing technology. We're on the cusp. I do think we're on the cutting edge. Anyways, that's it for me today. It's a pleasure, my friends. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for daily crypto content. If you found value in this video, give it a like. That's it. See you tomorrow. If anybody wants to stick around, let me show you our Twitter real quick. Just chat it up. So I'm sure you know our Twitter is at altcoindailyio. And I keep saying this, Twitter is a great way to get news from your favorite altcoins and favorite cryptocurrency companies, things you're invested in, at a moment's notice. I mean, sure, if you follow the crypto news websites, yeah, you'll get the news within probably 12 hours. But if you want news on Wabi immediately, If you want news on Elastos immediately or backed, a lot of you, oftentimes I give you backed updates same day. And I think a lot of you appreciate that. And sometimes you ask, hey, how did you find out about this? Well, it's just because I'm following Backed's official Twitter page on Twitter. And as soon as they post it, I go, okay, this is interesting. I read it, then I'm like, I'm going to make a video on this. And that's really all there is to it. So besides that, also on our Twitter, we post fun memes like, this Bitcoin mural I thought was pretty nice. 19 people liked it. Whoa, 9 people retweeted it, and 2 people commented. I'll respond to them later. Then, of course, what else? Me preparing for this hard fork. Bill Murray. He's a national gem, huh? Anyways, enough of your time. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.